After just a 5-day break, we got back to the business of racing here in Auckland today with the import race. As expected, thousands of sailing fans flocked to the Viaduct Harbour to cheer the crews down to their boats, with home favourites Camper getting the loudest applause. The atmosphere was simply amazing, a celebration of both the Volvo Ocean Race and St Patrick's Day, made for a truly memorable occasion in the City of Sails. The upwind-downwind course within the harbour was designed to create a mouth-watering spectacle for the crowds lining the shoreline. The sun was out, the wind was up, and conditions were perfect for racing. At the gun, it was Puma who had the best start, ahead of Abu Dhabi and Telefonica. As the fleet tacked their way upwind to the first mark, Camper headed back in towards the city side of the course, trying to duck out of the tide, with Sanya following. Camper's dangerous flirtation with the harbour wall paid dividends as they tacked back out ahead of Puma. A slight altercation with Groupama cost Sanya precious moments, sending them to the back of the fleet. As they continued upwind, Camper built a 130-metre lead over the trailing fleet. Behind, Groupama was the biggest climber, overtaking Puma. At the first mark, it was Camper, followed by Groupama, Puma. Then there was drama as Sanya, Abu Dhabi and Telefonica all rounded the mark together, with Abu Dhabi trying to grab the inside line. However, as they hoisted their spinnakers for the downwind leg, Sanya took the advantage back again. A seamless jibe from Camper extended their lead over Groupama to over 200 metres. But as they continued downwind, Puma benefited from a lift to creep past the French boat into second place. Groupama responded and both boats went into a luffing competition, with Groupama coming out on top. This scuffle for second place allowed Camper to extend their lead out in front, narrowly clearing the underside of Harbour Bridge as they approached the second mark. Camper round first, followed by Groupama, Puma. Then Abu Dhabi came steaming in, overcooked it and ended up in all kinds of trouble, and instead of fourth place, slipped back to sixth. Meanwhile, the battle for second place continued. A mistake by Groupama, and this time Puma came out on top. Groupama took risks with the harbour wall in an effort to regain lost ground, but in vain. At the finish line, it was Camper, the home favourites, who took their first win in this Volvo Ocean Race. Puma in second, Groupama third. A brilliant sail from Mike Sanderson to take fourth place for Sanya, Abu Dhabi fifth, and Telefonica the overall race leaders in last place. It was a very pleased winning skipper, Chris Nicholson.
We've been after this for a long time. Now we'll flick the switch and we want this on the next leg.
This win will undoubtedly boost confidence on board Camper for the next leg to Itajaí in Brazil. Join us again tomorrow to watch the Leg 5 start live on VolvoOceanRace.com.